Alright, so Scourging, Sisters of Battle, 2,000 points, with 3 exorcists, 5 groups of girls, 3 groups of dominions in immolators, with meltas or flamers. Meltas, the girls have
a heavy and regular flamer.
And Saint Celestine. And then on the demon side here, it's an all Khorne list with 3 blood crushers, the cannon, 3 groups of blood letters, 2 of them are in reserve. There's a dog that's not really here. 2 groups of flesh hounds. There's 1 here of 5. There's 10 in reserve. There's 10 furies. There's 2 heralds. There's 1 here. There's 1 in reserve. This model here is a bloodthirster, modeled as the Little Shop of Horrors guy. And what else is in Khorne's side? Oh, 2 soul grinders, all in reserve, getting ready to deep strike onto the table. And Demons have not rolled to see if they're going to steal the initiative. It is night fighting Hammer and Anvil with a 1-point objective here, 2-point, 4-point, 2-point, 3. Is that all of them? That's all of them. So do Demons steal the initiative? No. So Sisters go first. Yeah, that was a very quick turn for the Sisters. Actually, just the Saint. She moved. She ran. Everything else stayed where it was because he touched all of them, so that they technically moved. But yeah, they weren't in range to shoot anything. So it's on to Demon. All right, so demon movement here has been it's been just a little bit more exciting than the Sisters. Not much. Blood Crushers go running up forward. They take a dangerous terrain test for going through that, but the guy saves. Moves forward. These guys crawl into the ruins. The Furies remain exactly where they were. These guys remain where they were, but the Herald comes up forward. The Bloodthirster, the Little Shop of Horrors guys, coming up on the Saint. And we identified nothing of note. Skyfire, re-rolling 1s. And none of yours are identified, right? Nope. So right. Warp Storm gives me a 10, which is Warp Surge, so all my invul saves are essentially 4. So Demon shooting is done. The Hell Cannon shoots the Saint. Nothing happens. The Las Cannon, fired by the Bloodthirsters, or Bloodletters, sorry, shoots the Saint. She dies. And Bloodthirster runs. Herald runs. These guys run. 2 of them take wounds from dangerous terrain. And we're done with Demons round 1 because there are no assaulting. So movement, Sisters round 2. You get 2 faith points? 2 faith points. Saint Celestine stays dead, but 2 squads of Dominions and Immolators come rolling in. They get out. These are 2 squads, right? Right behind the Skull Cannon on the hope that they're going to blow it up. Do these move? Everything moved, yeah. And then 3 squads of girls came in. On the intercept, since I've got an Icarus Las Cannon, this group of Bloodletters is going to shoot this Immolator on the hope that I can first blood, otherwise I'm pretty sure the Skull Cannon's toast. And a 1, that's the only way I miss. Alright, so turn 2 on the Sisters. My Icarus Las Cannon fails to hit this thing and roll a 1. They just demolish the Skull Cannon. They leave 3 Flesh Hounds. They obliterate the Blood Crushers and Blood Hunter. And that was all you had. Oh, they shot the Icarus Las Cannon and wounded it with a multi-multa. He's not dead. He's down because he can't shoot because intercepted.
Oh, he can't shoot
because intercepted. So I can't shoot. I can't shoot until your turn. All right. So demon movement is done. Bloodthirster is here. He's flying. These guys, Bloodletters, land here. Group with a icon lands here. Drops. Actually, this person drops everyone around him with no deviation. So Soul Grinder, 1 is not in. Karanak, Bloodletters, Herald of Khorne. This guy runs back off the rock. These guys come up towards these groups of Dominions, as do these Flesh Hounds. And the 1 Fury that was on top of the building backs off the building. So the end of movement for round 2. They are where they are, and we're going to see what happens with Warp Storm. And the result is a... So 6. Only 2 units can be hurt, these Dominions, and we rolled a 4 and a 2, so nothing happens. And on to On to seeing what
So
happens.
there's a lot of
with
demon
running, and these guys didn't run. These guys didn't run. Harold ran an inch. Most of these guys ran. A couple of them shot. The Soul Grinder glanced, or didn't glance, penned the Exorcist and shook it and stunned it, and then did nothing to the other two. They saved. Karnak ran. This guy did nothing, and
So
we're on
the
to the
assaults.
assault. The Fleshhounds charge the girls, and they lose terribly. And the girls take no losses, killing a couple, and yeah, it was amazing. So now it's on to Sisters round 3. All right, so Sisters, this is round 3, right? All right, so these girls don't get back in the vehicles, but they move a little bit. These girls came in, Dominions, off the edge of the board. Tank rolls up here, 10 girls get out. Exorcist moves, these both move and then pop smoke. Those move and pop smoke. This guy's shaken so he doesn't move. That Exorcist lines up to shoot the Soul Grinder, probably. And St. Celestine got back up and flies over here so she can flame someone. And we're on to, the Sisters, they do a lot of damage to the demons. Obliterate this group of bloodletters, totally wiped out by flamers and bolters. Killed the Herald. Killed another Herald. Wiped all but one guy there who's in an assault with the Saint. Blew up the Soul Grinder. Yeah, I don't think he killed anything else. There was a lot of death. There's a lot of shooting from the Sisters. They killed a lot. And so we're at one assault where the Saint assaulted a bloodletter. Blood Reaper, actually. So we'll see what happens. He dies. And so we're on to Demons round 3. Alright, so demon movement is done. Bloodletters come over here. Pink Horror comes jumping out of the portal glyph. Hounds land here. Bloodthirster moves to here. He's gliding. And some Furies try to get away from the Saint, and 3 of them die from dangerous terrain. Soul Grinder remains in the warp, and it's not looking too good for the demons, actually. But we're going to see what happens for shooting. Warp Storm just made our invul save one worse. So on to first assault. This Bloodthirster just wipes out the Dominions.
So we got 4. 4 wounds. Flamers.
Flamers. All right, so Flamers have wounded him. Sorry.
I'm done with both yet.
All right, we're doing this charge over here.
Bloodletters with Karnak get 72 attacks in one round on a bunch of Sisters, and they kill them.
And he killed a bunch of Dominions, and it is done with demons assaulting. But we are going to identify an objective up there. Because we didn't identify that before, right? Unidentified. The green dice says, not a bomb. Skyfire. Oh, so useful. And so Skyfire objective, and demons are done. Round 4. So the girls here, Sisters of Battle. This thing's empty. 10 girls jump out. 10 girls jump out. 10 girls jump out. This thing pops smoke. 5 girls jump in. 5 girls jump in. It drives. It doesn't. And that thing parks itself next to an objective. And I don't know what else is moving. Everything's moved. Okay. And we're on to shooting.
Turn 4 for the Sisters. They shot a bunch of dogs. Wiped out the Bloodletters and Karnak.
That was it, right? Put another wound on him. And then on the assaults, St. Celestine charged a bunch of Furies, and they won. They did a wound to her, and it was amazing. Unlikely event. And we're on to Demons round 4, and the Soul Grinder will come in. So, Khorne Demons. This is my first full Khorne game, so it may not be a great list, and or slightly hard to win with them. Beasts run to here. Soul Grinder lands here. Bloodthirster flies to there, and those Furies are locked in combat, and the portal glyph does nothing. Warp Storm says 4. Once again, screwing my invul save. Yeah, so on to shooting. Glanced that with the Soul Grinder. Blew up that tank with the Bloodthirster. And on the assaults, these dogs are going to charge this immolator. Look, they make the charge. Lose over there with the Saint, and she kills the Chaos Furies. No surprise. So, Sisters here pretty much do a lot of moving. These girls crawl up onto the building. This tank's got girls in it. these girls spread out amongst the debris. These exorcists just kind of twitch. Empty. Moves. Girls jump out. Soul Grinder stands there. Saint does something around the corner. And those girls spread out in the ruins. And,
So shooting, there's no
assaults. No assaults. Bloodthirster got wounded, but he's not grounded. He's got 1 wound left. Soul Grinder got blowed up. Killed 2 girls. These guys are fine. And we're on to Demons round 5. Demons are about to get tabled. So Demon movement. Bloodthirster glides to here. Dogs come running up here. We already know that they're not going to get hit on Overwatch, right?
Hello.
Portal Whiff does nothing, and then the Warp Storm says 6.
Yeah.
Which
So
is useful.
on the
Demon's Assault and such, round 5, dogs wipe out the Dominions and consolidate 1 inch. Bloodthirster kills St. Celestine, which is awesome because it actually does something useful for me. And that's it. And I rolled a 1, so game ends. So
All
for
right,
the
let's
Demons,
see,
they
what
got
do we-
First Blood and Warlord because she died first and she was dead at the end of the game. And then they got 3 points for this, so 5, and then they killed 2 Dominions, so that's a total of 9. No, sorry, that's a total of 7 points.
I've got 8.
And then you got 8 points of objectives, plus you killed a unit of dogs, a unit of furies. So girls win by 3 points, right? Yep, 10-7. So pretty good. But I don't think I'll play the Khorne list again. They got a lot of weakness. But 72 attacks in 1 round. That was awesome.